Okay, here's another really simple little fly, and I'll tell you, if I'm tying flies for myself, I like to have them simple so I can get in and out and get back on the stream and fish some more. I have a size 12 hook in the vise. I have pinched the barb. I put just a little bit of super glue on that bare hook shank, and I'm going to go ahead and weight this fly. This is a lead substitute, and I'm going to wrap that lead substitute right into that super glue. That really holds it down well, and it gives a good taper when I do this. What I'm going to do now is take my my smooth jawed pliers and just pinch that wire flat. Then as you wrap that flat part starts down, and it gives a really nice taper to that lead as it lets the body come up over it. Now I'm going to be wrapping peacock herl around it, which it doesn't really make that much difference with peacock because peacock is thick enough that it really doesn't need it as much as some of the other patterns do. But it just makes for such a nice, neat fly. I just really enjoy doing that anymore. All right, here comes the thread. I'm using an 8/0 tying thread. Get that all bound down into that super glue where you know it's not going to move. This fly does not have a tail. I'm going to take about 3-4 strands of this peacock. I got 4. Peacock is a very brittle thing. Peacock, sometimes you can find really good herl, sometimes you can't. The best herl on any peacock you'll ever tie with is the stuff up here at the tip. Down here at the base, the flume gets too thin on it, and it's just not good to tie with at all. Start always with peacock herl. Start with it up at the tip. Wrap it around the tying thread. This just makes a nice, neat little rope of thread and herl. Peacock herl is not very durable, but when you wrap it around that tying thread, it makes it that much more so durable. All right, to the front I come. Not quite all the way because I got to put a head and legs on this. I'll unwrap this off of the tying thread and clip it off. Got a little one down here hanging loose. Now I'll just take a piece of old black hackle, and you could use about any kind of dark. I mean, I have used black pheasant, about anything you want to use. You don't need a whole lot of these legs at all. I'll turn my vise upside down. If you don't have a vise to turn it upside down, just hold them underneath like that. Get a wrap on them. And there's the legs. Get rid of those butts. And then ostrich herl. Ostrich is much more durable than peacock, so I don't wrap it around the thread. I thought I cut one of those, but it didn't. And I want 2 of them, if I can find 2 of them about the same length. This fly, again, works in both stream and lake. I have used it mostly in streams, but you can do it either way. It's just a really good searching pattern. It just does very well. By the tip, and just make a few wraps, 2 or 3, maybe 4. That's all you need to form that little head. Well, maybe 5. Get that bound down. And I'm going to go ahead and whip finish this and then show you a mistake. But it's a very easily corrected mistake. You see how when I wrap that head on, some of those legs rotated around? If you can grab them and move them back around, so be it. If they don't, just clip them off. There's enough legs in there, it won't hurt anything anyway. I'm going to go ahead and clip a couple of those off. They're not going to move for me. But there's the legs. That's called a Herl Nymph. Very, very simple little fly. Those little legs just kick and move in the water, and it does very well. Use this as a dropper. Put this on behind a dry fly and see what happens with that. There's a Herl Nymph.